So long as there is work to do, there will be interruptions, breaks in its progress. The minister at work on his sermon, the merchant at his desk, the woman in her household duties. All must expect these calls to turn aside from the work in hand. And it is a part of one's character growth to bear these timely or untimely interruptions without any break in good temper or courtesy. A young student who was privileged to call often upon Phillips Brooks in his study told the writer that he could never have learned from the bishop's manner or words that the big-hearted, busy man was ever too busy to receive him. To bear interruptions thus serenely is an opportunity for self-control not to be overlooked by anyone who wants to do God's work in the right spirit. He threw himself spontaneously, apparently without effort and yet irresistibly, into the griefs and joys, the needs and interests of others. He had the happy gift of taking everybody to his heart. He was never inattentive. As you talked to him, you always felt he was listening and really trying to understand your case. In the light of sympathy, you saw yourself reflected in the mirror of his heart. Nor did he forget you when you were gone from sight. His was not the cheap sympathy of an outward manner, but the true emotion of the inward self. To your surprise, when you had left Bishop Fraser with a sense of shame at having occupied, in your interview, so much of his overcrowded time, you would find the next morning a letter upon your table, giving his fuller and more mature opinion of your plans or course of action. Tender and loving, in sympathy with the lowliest, forbearing with the most unreasonable, often interrupted, but never resenting, the sacrifice of self crowning all. Bishop Fraser's Lancashire Life. Archdeacon Diggle.